Hello, this is Shawnee C and welcome back to my playthrough of Arx Fatalis. So in the last episode we managed to find the troll idol for the trolls so they can go off strike. So we'll go give that back to Pog now, the leader of the trolls. Again, there's a bit of a demonstration in the last video of how sometimes there's one action you've got to do, and if you accidentally spoken to the wrong person or whatever, yeah, you're not going to be able to progress, but we managed to get through it. I didn't actually break the game, it was just a nuisance. So I've done a save before this video in case I make that mistake again. Hopefully King will be happy to get this back. Ah, cool. Oh, I sold them up. I did a little bit of inventory management and I sold all the pickaxes, so I can't get that. Never mind. All that. You guys like their food. Here you go. Have this lovely item.
Thank you. Trolls will have idol back. Idol given to trolls when we live on outside with King Nog.
I think it is time now that we helped each other.
Yes, now we help you. My people is move rocks out the way. Aruga, Onda, Glock, Warg.
Quest updated. So they're going to start clearing the passage now. The king obviously told us down here to do that, so we'll go see the king. But before that, there's a part of the game that I forgot to do. So we've got a key to unlock an area called the Great Cave. So we're going to go in there now. I think there's a troll in there that we can go speak to. Only going to require a small bit of backtrack. Give us access to another rune again, which is really useful to start unlocking some spells. The spells are quite powerful in this game. Oh.
Come to me. I need you. Give your life to me.
Okay, that was ominous. Gotta go give my life to someone apparently. I actually walked through here earlier and that didn't happen, so that must have been triggered by completing that quest. Hi guys, coming through.
Here we go. You come in.
I must have leveled. Cool. Okay. Difficult to decide. Let's do some object knowledge. Okay, that's discovered both of those rings. Cool. So yeah, I think the best tactic with object knowledge is just to keep pumping into it as you can't identify stuff, and as you hit the threshold for identifying, both of those are obviously unidentified. They've now become usable. So let's push it a little bit. Spread around. We're going to be a bit of a mix, but mostly developing our combat. So this got durability, but I'm not entirely sure how it uses that durability. Maybe as we're damaged, it'll start taking that away. I think we're going to drop some mental. Let's go combat again. There is only a finite amount of experience you can get in the game, unless you just keep. And I did say as well that rats don't, or creatures don't respawn, but I noticed a rat respawned earlier, so they do, just not very often. But yeah, there's a finite amount of experience, so you've got to sort of invest correctly in your character. I know some people have, reading what some people have said online, they've accidentally not put enough in magic, for example, and just really struggled later on in the game. Next level. Ah, that's okay. It's got levels up and down. That's quite useful. I didn't realise that. Bear with me. I think it's at the end of the tunnel. Worth going down here now to get this rune. There's also a mini side quest that we can do for the ogre. Not the ogre, the troll. Look a lot like ogres, let's be honest. This door. So I got the key for this door in there. I just didn't realise it at the time. Let's have an explore around here. Yeah, there's rune. Spacium. See... Ah, okay. That's good. So as you unlock the right runes to cast a spell, it becomes available. So I can now cast Fire Field, but as a level 7 spell. To cast a spell, you need to have... There's 10 levels of spell, so to cast a level 7 spell, I need 70 in magic, which I don't have. This increases my casting by 10%, so that's going to be useful later on to hit those thresholds. But for now, I can only do level 3. But it's good to know. That might be worth. It might be used with another spell later on. Keep seeing these and thinking, I'm definitely going to need that, but it just seems to be that they're everywhere. These levers, that's that everywhere. That will get rid of that. It's a waste of space. Excuse me. Oh. Another update. So not an update, but the angle which you attack from with a sword is based on when you pressed what movement key you pressed last. So forward is an overhead slash. Backwards is the lunge, and then obviously left and right is a left and right slash. It is impactful because I personally like this because it just seems to have a bit more range. I think in this episode we're going to get access to the ability to craft potions, so I'm going to keep collecting all these herbs because they're going to, you know, it's just going to give us a lot of spells. Here's our friend the ogre. Troll, should I say.
Grue. Me here because left troll camp. Not want to work for goblins. Me not like goblins. Goblins are little. Can't trust goblins. Goblins think trolls stupid. So me live here. Alone with fishes. Fish not give orders, and me eat them.
So if I understand correctly, the trolls
Good life.
are the goblins.
Arg, king of trolls, follow goblins' orders. Grue hate goblins. Grue prefers stay here. Free, no orders, no working. Grue make music. Grue make statue. Grue artist. Today, Grue's birthday. But Grue alone, him not have friends. Him not have presents. Berwaka, only friend of Grue, up there. Him work for goblins. Grue sad.
Well, maybe we could be friends.
Really? You want to be Grue's friend? Oh, me have no friend. Well, friend, what you got for Grue's birthday then?
A present. Let me see what I can do.
So we got that quest, and he's obviously producing this beautiful art. Look at that. Lovely. You're messed up, dude. So we're going to try to find a present for our new friend. So we're going to go speak to his old friend, Bweka, or whatever his name was. Don't know if there's anything down here. We're going to come back here anyway, so we'll just leave all that for now. Once we get access to some teleport... In fact, we can probably do it now, but I'm not sure it's worth it. Once we get access to being able to float or do levitate, whatever, we can levitate over to there, and then that accesses a bit of an area behind there where there's some cool loot. Again, I like the fact that the game rewards you for just going off in very random locations. Also, if you don't do that, you are punished because you don't get access to a lot of loot. Just very much looking forward to unlocking that haste spell or speed spell because this is very slow. So I've actually been watching a playthrough of Ultimate Underworld, and yeah, obviously it made me want to play this, but the controls in this are pretty decent, really. I'm not sure I could deal with the Ultimate games right now. I could deal with Ultimate Ascension, aside from the fact that it's buggy and probably the most hated of all the Ultimate games, but just the fact that it's got this sort of view, I can deal with that. I really struggle with some of those older RPGs, but we'll see. Alright, let's go see his friend. Yeah, so I've saved to start this video. Again, last video I screwed up. Didn't know where the hell I was going. Didn't know what I had to do to progress the quests. So I had to stitch the videos together. And then also I found out that I had my BIOS was out of date. So when I tried to render some footage to put the videos together, it was causing errors on my computer, which is nice. So I had to sort all that out. And now I'm back to do this episode 6. I remember correctly, he was in the cave over here with these 2 other trolls. Okay, they're not here, but that's good because that means I can be sneaky and pick this.
There you go.
Ruby. Save scum. We've got very low lockpicking, so I just don't want to. We'll save our durability. It's not a chance thing. It's just you can do it or you can't. So, alright, we're gonna go find his friend because he was in there. Because I remember I tried to pick that lock before with him stood next to it, and he tried to kill me. Is this him?
Friend?
Yeah, I'm a friend. A bloody labyrinth down here. That way the prison. I think this is the prison. Yep. Fortunately, I don't think we'll be able to save that guy. And again, you don't just save prisoners. Like, you find out why they're in prison. Unless I'm the prisoner, then I save myself, but still don't know why I was in prison. Where the hell is this dude? I'm hoping I've not locked myself out of the quest because I know I could speak to him earlier on. There he is.
I know Grue. I shall give him the birthday present.
Grue, him born underground. Him never seen world from outside. Me think Grue want see pictures from outside. You say happy birthday to Grue when you see him.
Yes, I shall do it.
Oh, what a nice guy. So it appears he wants a book with pictures of the outside. And I think we might be able to get that from the snake slash person thing with the king. So we'll go ask her later on. But I'm gonna again save scum. Sorry, I'm gonna jump down here. I swear these are vital to the game, but they just seem to be in the most random locations. Oh, it's a shame I don't have a pick. Hopefully we'll stumble up on another pick. I don't want to buy one. Okay, so it takes us back out here. Not ideal, which means we've got to walk the whole way around. I think it'll be either in this episode as well, or then maybe the next one where we get to unlock the portals, which will negate some of this incessant walking. So when I came past here earlier on, there was a little goblin having a little fish there. So for whatever reason, he's gone. There is a internal sort of timer in the game. So when we go to the town and try to sell gems, for example, often okay, that's a respawn. Yeah, often the gem dealer will say his shop will be closed, but it's really hard to try and tell what the day cycle is. And in fact, if you've played the game before and you do know how to do that, please let me know, because it'll be quite useful. I'm not even sure if we can rest to pass time. So, because everyone in this game is so trustworthy, I tend to just leave stuff outside the shop to save inventory space. I'm also going to stop being tight, and there's 2 runes that I know are only obtainable by the sort of general store in town, so I will be purchasing them as well. Go. If that's what we're going to leave down here. Where did I leave the gems? That's going to be... I left them in the library, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Definitely. Yes, definitely. Let's see if the shop is open for gems. Rather than go right over there, you can just actually be going that way anyway. But this is his house. I know magic's the main answer, but I still don't understand how they get all this light. Okay, the shop's closed. I just don't know when that dude opens his shop. This lady seems to have a shop open all the time. Good. Right, so I have 1300. I think it's Ni and Ra. Ni, yeah, let's get Ni. I really want to sell these gems. Sell them. Okay, we're a little bit off buying the other rune, but we've got one. If that unlocks any spells for us. Oh, level 4 spell, can't do it. Dispel field. I think if there's like a firewall or something like that, that's what that will dispel. I dropped these gems down here earlier on just to free up some inventory space. Right, we're going to go see the king and let him know that we've got Pog to clear the passage, which I think might be that passage there. Also, obviously, when we spoke to the king last time, we said that they had been attacked at the guard post and were struggling to repel the attack. They were absolutely massacred, and brutally so. A little bit of a understatement, I think. So apparently, as well, you can do a heist and rob the bank here. So we'll look at doing that at some point, because it obviously generates a lot of money. And both the bank keeper and his wife are absolute dicks, so I'm not going to feel bad about it. I save it.
We need more information about the earthquakes. It's getting more and more troubling.
Minor tremors have always been a part of life in Arx, but there's no denying that they've become more frequent of late. I suspect that the energy channel created by Akbar's worshippers must disturb the natural order. It must stop, and soon.
Do you think there's danger of a general collapse?
If this were the case, our order would have discovered it. The real danger at the moment is Akbar.
Be vigilant, both of you, and warn me the minute you have news.
That doesn't sound good.
Thank you once more, Amshigar. The rocks have been cleared. You have once again earned our thanks and this reward. You have proven yourself a valuable asset to the kingdom, and I shall have to consider a more official role for you here. Ah, yes. How would you like it if I made you
Your Majesty, we have discovered signs that another ritual has taken place.
That's the third one in less than a week. Where this time?
Just by the air duct, Your Majesty. Do you think this could be connected with the Fallon Orboplanix murder?
Probably. I'll get my new friend to look into it. Thank you, Carlo. You may go.
Very good, sire.
Well then, what do you think of this? I suggest you investigate this shady sect, who I am almost sure have executed Fallon.
So now I'm private investigator for hire.
I need someone who is not known as an agent of the king. a fearless man. Will you serve me in this role?
This is all somewhat confusing, Your Majesty. But I could certainly look into it.
I know you will not disappoint me. You will be free to question any of my people in your investigations. Guards, give this man free rein of the castle's private quarters. In addition, dear Amshigar, here is the key to one of my royal chambers. It is now yours. Please consider it your new home.
That is a most kind gesture.
Don't mention it. We shall hold a council meeting as soon as you bring back news of these disturbing events.
I'll level up again. Yep. A lot of experience for leveling, completing the quest, which is good. Cool, we can do level 4 spells now. Just in case we need to use the spell field. So we put one in strength last time. Let's go for mental. Okay, so we've been given a room. Let's put the key on there. I think it's just up here. Nothing fancy. Oh, no, not that door. And Amshigar's quarters. Hey. So I tend to dump some food here as well because we do come back here fairly frequently. That is my only food actually. Right, so we'll put that in there. We'll take these. Cool. Ah, bag. That. Right click on the image guard to show what's inside all your bags. Ah, that's cool. I didn't know we got that. Well, I probably did know, but I forgot. Let's put this here. That. Probably safer in here. I just know we've got to look after them. Just terrifies me with games where there's essential items like that and you lose them and you just break your save file and you have to start again. It's so frustrating. Even in modern games, I did it recently in, not that recently, but fairly recently in Divinity Original Sin 2. There's a quest item that I'd assumed I'd finished with and I hadn't. Dropped it and then just could not find it. Had to go really far back. It was very frustrating. This is the air vent area. Okay, so the ritual is okay. Okay. So it's only a chicken. We can deal with a chicken, although we probably only got a finite amount of chickens. Good snoring sounds. Really well done. I'm gonna take the... Is this a ritual or is this her ritual?
Wouldn't you have drawn this pentagram in blood?
Anyone who knows anything about the magic arts would know that this symbol protects us from the demon. Since our astronomer, Fallon Orbiplanix, was murdered, I can feel that something evil is hanging over the whole of Arx.
And what about these rituals? Who killed Orbiplanix?
Darkness pours from these rituals. The death of Fallon Orbiplanix has all the signs of black magic and its evil practices. Fallon was a good man, righteous and steadfast. I suppose he found out the truth about who is carrying out these rituals.
I don't know if I'm just being racist towards snakes, but I don't trust her. I mean, that looks just surprisingly like the painting on the wall. Okay, so now we've got access to this area. This is good. Is the alchemist?
I am Felnor, alchemist of the kingdom, and friend of the late Fallon Orbiplanix.
Who was Fallon
Suspect.
Orbiplanix?
Fallon was our astronomer. He died a few days ago. I think he was about to bring to light a terrible plan, but he never got time to say more about it.
I'm investigating the rituals and the death of Fallen Orbiplanix.
All I can tell you is that these two things are linked. I have here a note that Fallon gave me the day he died, in case anything happened to him. I never really understood what it meant. Maybe you will understand.
I think he gave me the key to his room.
Take a look around while I'm working.
I think I can have these as well. Yeah, what a nice guy. And this is... okay, then maybe the book tells us how to do the potions. Making potions both easy and straightforward. All it takes is meticulous and patience. Meticulousness and patience. First you find an empty bottle, then you need specific reagent for each potion. When you have this, crush it into fine powder, pestle and mortar, and put it in an empty vial. Heat the mixture with a still, the potion is ready. Okay, so... okay. So... put it in an empty vial, heat the mixture with a still, the potion is ready. The following list of known ingredients and recognize. Okay, so blue powder, mana, yeah. Earth powder, poison. White powder, invisibility. That sounds useful. Poison is green. Healing is orange/yellow. I think that's the extent of it, but these are still decent.
I do not yet have the skills to do that.
Brilliant. What about this one? I think there's different for each one. Okay, so I can do cure poison.
Real alchemist.
I'm a real alchemist. Right, so was that object knowledge?
I do not yet have the skills to do that.
Okay, we'll get there soon. We'll just leave that over there. Yep. That's exactly where I wanted it as well. Skills. Ah, this is good. Save us dragging each thing individually. We can just... that's fucking perfect. Yes. Oh. Now it just looks like he's looking at a blank desk because I stole all this stuff. Can you... yeah, this is all looking good. Let's powder all these. I must admit, when we was sorting for our bits earlier, in the other episode and dropping it all on the floor individually, I just felt like I hadn't done that before. I just must have forgot that you can store it in these chests in bulk. Oh, yes. Jackpot. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at this. Loads of spells. Okay, so we have unlocked... oh, a magic missile. Light. What did that? Improve the caster's vision. Okay, so that negates us having to carry around torches everywhere. House long materials can even... okay, so put out fires. We're going to be a firefighter. Heal. Bob on. And obviously, that's down. So up, and then right, left. Nice. And actually that heals in a radius, so you can heal allies, but it will heal enemies. So what I've done is I've banked that. Oop.
I can't cast this spell yet.
There we go. So now you see in the bottom left I've got those two heals. I can just press 1 and 2. And that'll give me a nice little heal in battle. Just got to make sure I don't do it too close to the enemy. I don't actually know what the area is on that, which is potentially a bit annoying. But never mind. What other spells do we get? Got a bit excited by the heal spell. Fireball. Fireball's a fantastic spell. That's really good to have that as well. Battlefield. Yep. Effects of poison. We probably want to get that as well. Level 5. Firefield, invisibility, incinerate. That sounds powerful. Mass incinerate. Okay, I think fireball's our max limit. So that's left, down, right, up, left. Oh, well, if you click on it, yeah, if you click on it, it will put it up here. So I have to try and memorize it. And then it disappears. Ah! So left, down, right, up. Left, up, right. Come on. Do that. Left. Up. I swear it was that way. Yeah. We'll look at that later on.
I come in search of a book which contains pictures of the outside world.
Right, buddy.
This is the book you're looking for. Take it. It's yours.
Awesome. So, got our book for our dude. Give him his little birthday present. I'm pretty sure I've never managed to complete that before. Whatever reason. So I'm quite happy that that's worked. Yes. Right, I'm going to hoover all this stuff up and put it in those boxes. I'm going to stop this video here. So obviously we've got a new quest now to investigate this murder. We've just been given the key to the guy's room as well as a note. In fact, let's just quickly read the note now. Remember to not bring anything. That's not it. 6 becomes 4 when you take the first from it. The first multiplied by the second makes the last, and last multiplied by the first makes 16. Okay, so that's going to be a riddle, I believe, and you're going to get to see how terrible I am at maths. So again, thank you for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next video when we try and solve this dude's murder.